I met Sarah during my final year in college. She was the quintessential girl next door, smart, kind, and breathtakingly beautiful. We shared a chemistry class, and our paths crossed frequently. We started studying together, and what began as a friendship soon blossomed into a romance. Our connection was undeniable, and I felt like the luckiest man in the world to be with her. After graduation, we both secured jobs in our respective fields. I landed a position as a software engineer at a prominent tech company, while Sarah became a marketing executive for a burgeoning startup. We moved in together and enjoyed the early years of our relationship, filled with dreams and aspirations for a bright future. Within a couple of years, I proposed, and Sarah said yes without hesitation. Our wedding was a modest yet elegant affair, attended by close friends and family. We were happy and optimistic, ready to embark on this new chapter of our lives. We bought a cozy house in a quiet neighborhood and soon started planning for a family. Sarah and I seemed to have it all. A year into our marriage, we welcomed our son Noah into the world. Parenthood was a new and exciting adventure. We loved watching Noah grow, his every milestone a testament to our love and commitment. Sarah was an amazing mother, and I cherished every moment we spent together as a family. As Noah grew older, Sarah's career began to take off. She received several promotions, and her responsibilities at work increased. She started working longer hours and traveling frequently for business. I was proud of her accomplishments, but couldn't help feeling a bit neglected. We rarely had time for each other, and our conversations became superficial and brief. One evening, Sarah came home later than usual. She seemed distant, lost in her thoughts. I asked her if everything was okay, and she assured me it was just work stress. I wanted to believe her, but something about her demeanor felt off. I dismissed my concerns, attributing them to my own insecurities. However, the nagging feeling persisted. Sarah's late nights became more frequent, and she often seemed preoccupied. I decided to talk to her about it, but she brushed off my concerns, saying that her job demanded a lot from her, and that I should trust her. I wanted to support her career, so I put my doubts aside. Months passed, and the distance between us grew. I tried to rekindle the spark in our relationship by planning date nights and family outings, but Sarah was often too busy or too tired. I felt like I was losing her, and it pained me to think that our once perfect marriage was slipping away. One night, as I was putting Noah to bed, I noticed Sarah's phone buzzing on the kitchen counter. It was a message from her colleague, Mark. Curiosity got the better of me, and I glanced at the screen. The message was innocent enough, but something about it seemed overly familiar. I decided to check her phone, something I had never done before. What I found shattered my world. There were countless messages between Sarah and Mark, revealing a relationship that went beyond professional boundaries. They talked about their feelings, shared intimate details, and even made plans to meet up during business trips. It was clear that Sarah was having an affair. I felt a wave of anger, betrayal, and heartbreak. The woman I loved, the mother of my child, had been deceiving me. I spent the entire night reading through the messages, trying to make sense of it all. The more I read, the more I realized that this wasn't just a fling. It was a full-blown affair. Confronting Sarah was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I waited until Noah was at school and then showed her the messages. She broke down in tears, apologizing profusely. She admitted that she had developed feelings for Mark and that the affair had been going on for several months. She claimed it was a mistake, that she still loved me, and begged for forgiveness. I was torn. Part of me wanted to believe her, to work things out for the sake of our family, but another part of me couldn't get past the betrayal. I felt like my trust had been shattered, and I wasn't sure if it could ever be repaired. We decided to try counseling. We both wanted to save our marriage and provide a stable home for Noah. The sessions were painful, but necessary. We confronted our issues, our failures, and our desires. I learned that Sarah had felt neglected and unappreciated, that she had turned to Mark for the emotional support she felt she lacked at home. It was hard to hear, but it gave me a new perspective on our relationship. Despite our efforts, the trust between us was irreparably damaged. Every time Sarah's phone buzzed, I felt a pang of suspicion. Every business trip she took filled me with anxiety. The love we once shared was overshadowed by doubt and mistrust. After months of trying to rebuild, we decided to separate. It was a mutual decision, though no less heartbreaking. Dear viewers, More than 90% watch my content without subscribing. If you still have not subscribed, then I ask you to do so. For me, this is the best motivation to continue. Divorce was a difficult process, especially with Noah involved. We agreed on joint custody, wanting to ensure that he felt loved and supported by both of us. Explaining the situation to him was the hardest part. How do you tell a child that his parents can no longer be together? We did our best to reassure him that he was still the most important person in our lives and that we would always be there for him. Life after the divorce was challenging. I moved into a small apartment, adjusting to a new routine. I threw myself into my work, trying to fill the void left by Sarah's absence. I focused on being the best father I could be, ensuring that Noah felt secure and loved despite the upheaval. Sarah and I remained cordial for Noah's sake. We attended his school events together, shared holidays, and tried to maintain a sense of normalcy for him. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. I could see the toll the separation took on Noah, and I did everything I could to mitigate his pain. Over time, I began to heal. The pain of betrayal lessened, replaced by a sense of acceptance. I realized that clinging to anger and resentment would only hinder my ability to move forward. I needed to let go, not for Sarah, but for myself and for Noah. Eventually, I started dating again. It was a slow process, filled with apprehension and fear of being hurt again. But I knew I couldn't let my past dictate my future. I met Emma, a kind-hearted woman who had also been through a difficult divorce. We connected on a deep level, sharing our experiences and understanding each other's pain. Emma was patient and understanding. She accepted Noah wholeheartedly, and the three of us formed a new family unit. She brought joy and stability back into my life, and I found myself falling in love again. It wasn't easy to open my heart, but Emma's kindness and genuine love made it possible. Years passed, and life settled into a new normal. Noah grew into a confident, compassionate young man. He excelled in school and pursued his passion for sports. Watching him thrive was the greatest reward, a testament to the resilience and strength of our bond. Sarah and I maintained a respectful relationship, focusing on co-parenting Noah. She married Mark, and while it was difficult to accept initially, I realized that holding on to bitterness would only harm me. I wished them well and focused on my own happiness. The years following the divorce were transformative. I focused on my career, advancing to a senior software engineering position that provided both financial stability and professional satisfaction. I enrolled Noah in the best schools, ensuring he had every opportunity to thrive. Noah and I developed a routine that worked for us. Our bond grew stronger as we navigated life's challenges together. We traveled, explored new hobbies, and spent countless evenings talking about his dreams and ambitions. He often asked about his mother, and I answered honestly but carefully, never wanting to taint his perception of Sarah despite the pain she had caused. Sarah's visits became less frequent, as her new life with Mark consumed her time. She occasionally sent gifts and called on birthdays, but the emotional distance was palpable. Noah noticed, and while he never said it out loud, I knew he felt the sting of his mother's absence. One summer, Noah expressed interest in visiting Sarah and Mark. He was curious about their life and wanted to understand his mother better. Reluctantly, I agreed, knowing that he needed to form his own opinions and experiences. The visit was a turning point. Noah returned home with a clearer understanding of his mother's choices. He loved Sarah, but also recognized the differences between us. Noah appreciated the simplicity and honesty of our life compared to the opulence and superficiality he observed with his mother and Mark. As Noah grew into his teenage years, he became more independent and driven. He excelled in school, participated in extracurricular activities, and nurtured a close-knit group of friends. Watching him blossom was the greatest joy of my life. I often wondered how different things might have been if Sarah hadn't strayed, but I came to appreciate the strength and resilience we had developed as a result. Dear viewers, I ask you to subscribe to the channel under this video. I will be very grateful to you. In time, I began to consider the possibility of dating again. It wasn't easy to open my heart after the betrayal, but I knew I couldn't let the past dictate my future. Emma was a beacon of hope, showing me that love could be found again. Emma and I took things slowly. We spent time together, building trust and understanding. She was patient and kind, never pushing me beyond my comfort zone. Her presence was soothing, and gradually, I allowed myself to believe in love again. Emma and Noah formed a strong bond, She respected his feelings and gave him the space he needed to adjust to our relationship. Their connection grew naturally, and soon, Emma became an integral part of our family. We moved in together after a couple of years, blending our lives seamlessly. Emma's gentle nature and unwavering support brought a sense of stability and happiness that I hadn't felt in a long time. She encouraged Noah in his pursuits, attended his school events, and supported him as if he were her own son. Life with Emma was a new chapter filled with love, laughter, and growth. We married in a small ceremony, surrounded by close friends and family. Noah was my best man, a role he took seriously and with great pride. It was a day of joy and celebration, marking the beginning of a new, hopeful future. Emma and I decided to have another child, a beautiful baby girl we named Mia. Her arrival brought even more joy and completeness to our family. Noah adored his sister, and watching them together was a constant reminder of the love and resilience that had brought us to this point. We faced challenges, as all families do, but we faced them together. Emma and I prioritized open communication and mutual respect, ensuring that our relationship remained strong. We attended therapy sessions to maintain our bond and to learn how to navigate the complexities of our blended family. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that Sarah's betrayal, while painful, had led me to a deeper understanding of love and resilience. It taught me the value of trust and the importance of genuine connections. I learned to cherish the people who stood by me and to let go of those who didn't. Forgiving Sarah was a gradual process. It wasn't easy, but I knew that holding on to anger and resentment would only hinder my happiness. I chose to forgive, not for her sake, but for my own peace of mind. Letting go of the past allowed me to fully embrace the present and look forward to the future. After the divorce, my focus on work intensified. I immersed myself in my projects, often staying late at the office to avoid the emptiness of my apartment. My dedication didn't go unnoticed. Within a few years, I was promoted to lead a team of engineers, a role that brought both challenges and rewards. During this time, I noticed changes in my colleagues as well. One of my coworkers, Jake, had also gone through a divorce. We bonded over our shared experiences, and our friendship grew stronger. Jake and I would often grab a drink after work, discussing everything from technology trends to the intricacies of our personal lives. His insights and support were invaluable during those tough years. As I climbed the corporate ladder, I also became involved in mentoring younger engineers. It was fulfilling to help guide them through their careers, and I found a sense of purpose in their successes. My work life became a source of pride and satisfaction, though it could never fully replace the companionship I had lost. Noah's teenage years were a whirlwind of activity. He excelled in academics, participated in sports, and developed a passion for music. I encouraged his interests, attending every game and performance, proud of the young man he was becoming. Despite the busyness of our lives, Noah and I maintained our weekly traditions. Friday movie nights and Saturday morning hikes were our way of staying connected. These moments were precious, providing a sense of stability and normalcy amidst the changes in our lives. Noah's relationship with Sarah evolved during these years. He visited her and Mark during school breaks, experiencing the luxury of their lifestyle. While he enjoyed the trips, he often returned home with a sense of relief, appreciating the simplicity and honesty of our life together. One evening, after returning from a visit with Sarah, Noah sat down with me. He was quieter than usual, lost in thought. When I asked him what was on his mind, he spoke about his observations of Sarah and Mark's relationship. He noticed the tension and lack of genuine connection between them. It was a difficult conversation, but it strengthened our bond. Noah understood that material wealth couldn't replace genuine love and trust. Meeting Emma was a turning point in my life. We met at a friend's gathering, both of us hesitant and guarded due to our past experiences. Our initial conversations were light, but we soon discovered shared interests and similar life philosophies. Emma had a warmth and sincerity that drew me in, and we began dating. Our relationship progressed slowly, with both of us cautious but hopeful. Emma's kindness extended to Noah, and she made an effort to get to know him without intruding. They bonded over their love of books and hiking, and soon, Emma became a welcome presence in our home. After a couple of years, Emma and I decided to move in together. The transition was smooth, and our home was filled with laughter and love. Emma's support and understanding helped me heal from the past, and I found myself looking forward to the future with renewed optimism. Emma and I married in a small, intimate ceremony. Noah was my best man, standing proudly by my side. The day was filled with joy and hope, marking the beginning of a new chapter for our family. Emma and I decided to have a child together, and soon Mia was born. Her arrival brought even more happiness and completeness to our family. Noah was an attentive and loving big brother, and Mia adored him. Blending our families presented challenges, but we faced them together. Emma and I prioritized open communication, ensuring that Noah felt secure and included. We attended family therapy sessions to navigate the complexities of our new dynamics, learning valuable lessons along the way. Sarah and Mark's relationship had its ups and downs. They enjoyed the trappings of success, but their connection lacked depth and authenticity. Sarah tried to maintain a relationship with Noah, but her priorities often seemed skewed towards her career and social status. Noah's visits to Sarah and Mark's home became less frequent as he grew older. He focused on his studies and hobbies, spending more time with friends and our family. Sarah's sporadic attempts to reconnect were met with polite indifference from Noah, who had found his own path and identity. With Emma's encouragement, I began to rediscover my own passions. I took up photography, a hobby I had neglected for years. Emma and I traveled, exploring new places and capturing memories through my lens. These trips were a source of inspiration and joy, allowing us to create new shared experiences. Emma also introduced me to gardening. We transformed our backyard into a lush oasis, spending weekends planting, pruning, and enjoying the fruits of our labor. Gardening became a therapeutic activity, a way to unwind and connect with nature. Emma's career flourished during these years. She was a talented graphic designer, and her work was in high demand. She balanced her professional life with her role as a mother and partner, seamlessly integrating her career with our family life. We supported each other's ambitions, providing a strong foundation for our personal and professional growth. Emma's achievements were a source of pride, and I admired her dedication and creativity. As a blended family, we created new traditions that reflected our unique dynamics. Sunday brunches became a staple, with Noah often cooking his favorite dishes. We celebrated holidays with a mix of old and new customs, ensuring that everyone felt included and valued. Our home was filled with love, laughter, and a sense of belonging. Emma and I made it a point to nurture our relationship, going on regular date nights and taking time to appreciate each other. These efforts paid off, as our bond grew stronger with each passing year. Mia's arrival brought new energy and joy to our lives. She was a bright and curious child, always eager to explore and learn. Emma and I delighted in watching her grow, her every milestone a reminder of the love and resilience that had brought us together. Noah and Mia shared a special bond. Despite the age difference, they enjoyed spending time together, whether it was playing games, reading, or exploring the outdoors. Mia looked up to her big brother, and Noah took his role seriously, guiding and protecting her. Life continued to evolve, bringing both challenges and opportunities. Emma and I faced each obstacle together, relying on our mutual respect and love to guide us. We learned to adapt, to embrace change, and to cherish the moments of happiness and contentment. As Mia grew older, she developed her own interests and passions. She excelled in school and showed a talent for the arts. Emma nurtured her creativity, and our home was often filled with Mia's drawings, paintings, and sculptures. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that Sarah's betrayal, while painful, had led me to a deeper understanding of love and resilience. It taught me the value of trust and the importance of genuine connections. I learned to cherish the people who stood by me and to let go of those who didn't. Forgiving Sarah was a gradual process. It wasn't easy, but I knew that holding on to anger and resentment would only hinder my happiness. I chose to forgive, not for her sake, but for my own peace of mind. Letting go of the past allowed me to fully embrace the present and look forward to the future. Throughout this journey, the most profound lesson I learned was the power of forgiveness. It wasn't just about forgiving Sarah. It was about forgiving myself for not seeing the signs, for the mistakes I made, and for the pain I endured. Emma helped me understand that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It frees you from the shackles of the past and allows you to move forward with an open heart. Her unwavering support and understanding were instrumental in my healing process. We often talked about the importance of letting go of past grievances. Emma shared her own experiences of betrayal and forgiveness, and together, we built a foundation of trust and mutual respect. It was through these conversations that I realized the true value of our relationship. As Noah and Mia grew older, I thought about the legacy I wanted to leave for them. I wanted them to understand the importance of resilience, love, and forgiveness. I shared my experiences with them, hoping they would learn from my mistakes and triumphs. We spent countless evenings discussing life, love, and the complexities of human relationships. I encouraged them to pursue their passions, to be kind and compassionate, and to never settle for anything less than genuine happiness. Noah followed in my footsteps, pursuing a career in technology. He was driven and talented, and I was immensely proud of his achievements. Mia, on the other hand, showed a flair for the arts. She pursued a degree in fine arts, and her creativity knew no bounds. Watching my children grow and thrive was the greatest reward. Emma's influence on our family was immeasurable. She brought a sense of stability and warmth that permeated every aspect of our lives. Her love and dedication were evident in everything she did, from supporting Noah and Mia to nurturing our relationship. She also encouraged me to reconnect with old friends and build new relationships. Her belief in the importance of community and connection inspired me to reach out and form bonds that I had neglected over the years. We hosted gatherings, celebrated milestones, and created a network of friends who became like family. As I approached my retirement, I looked forward to the future with excitement and anticipation. Emma and I planned to travel, to explore the world and create new memories. We dreamed of visiting the places we had always talked about, of experiencing new cultures and adventures together. Our home became a hub of activity, filled with laughter, love, and the joy of family and friends. Noah and Mia often visited, bringing their own families and creating a legacy of love and togetherness that I had always dreamed of. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that the challenges and betrayals I faced were stepping stones to a deeper understanding of life and love. They taught me resilience, the value of genuine connections, and the power of forgiveness. The love I found with Emma, the bond I shared with Noah and Mia, and the life we built together were testaments to the strength of the human spirit. Despite the shadows of deception that once clouded my world, I discovered a light that guided me to a brighter, more fulfilling future. In the end, I learned that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the relationships we cultivate and the love we share. And in that, I found a richness that far surpassed anything money could buy.